Mwaje. All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. In a spirit of innovation and transformation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu officially commissioned indigenous electric vehicles, tricycles and motorcycles in Nasarawa State, marking a key step in Nigeria's shift to sustainable transportation. This commissioning signals the formal adoption of electric vehicle technology in the state, supporting President Tinubu's National Sustainable Transport Policy. Governor Sule announced plans to empower residents with electric vehicles to ease transportation challenges and cut fossil fuel dependence. Powered by lithium batteries, these electric vehicles aim to reduce carbon emissions and promote clean energy. I mean, Tunde, talk to me, in your opinion, what does this, the launch of these locally made electric vehicles, the one we call EVs, in Nasarawa State, what does it represent, in Nigeria's push towards industrialization and green technology?
Well, not only Nasarawa State, I know there are some other states in the north too that have abundant resources of lithium. See, it's like the government is walking the talk. Walking the talk, I mean that gone are the days when we just make proclamation, Nigeria will so transfer technology to us. Yeah, exactly. But this time around, they said indigenous tricycles, vehicles, and motorcycles. That is, materials are sourced locally, which means the government is walking the talk. Let us also expect that other states in Nigeria, especially there are most states in the northern part of the country that can actually sell this thing to other parts of Nigeria, that they have a comparative advantage of producing this thing because of the nature of that region. They have lithium in abundance. Let us begin to focus our technology into that particular area, what we can do naturally. We know what Japan did to develop. Let us begin to look inward instead of naturally, if you can tap all the abundant resources to evolve this thing in the northern part of Nigeria, it means we are going to reduce our dependence on oil,
exactly.
on fossil oil, and we are going to reduce our penchant for importing electric vehicles because it is the vogue now. Now you can hardly see any vehicle coming from in France now using oil. They have now converted into electric. So let us begin to do this thing. Let us walk the talk. I can see this thing. The government is walking the talk. Let us also encourage students in schools to begin to think. All our institutions, there is no point
research centers.
Exactly. Let them begin to pull out many things, not only on these three areas, vehicles, electric. You can begin to do it on many other areas. You can see, okay, thank God Lagos has the blue line, which is powered by electricity. We can begin to look at other aspects of our national life that is consuming fossil fuel and begin to look at new energy ways so that we can have a cleaner environment.
All right, Tony, in your opinion, is this a symbolic achievement for the government or the beginning of a real shift in how Nigerians move and think about energy?
You see, I'm happy, as a governor or as a state, it should be competitive across the federation. Do something different. You see, the president had to leave Abuja to go to Nasarawa because he noted that this is something I should be there. Because this is what I believe in. So that's why I encourage governors. It's not about there are some things you see some state governors embark on. You wonder with all the monies in their, in their kitty, you wonder what they're doing with it. This is the direction we need to go. There are, Nigeria needs to be here, but we are here. So when you say governor performing, taking Nigeria to in that speed, we should be taking, or we should be embarking on. I doff my hat
now,
for the governor. And I listen attentively. As I was thinking they're going to go on the war of electricity because I know we're not there yet. Though the present, minister of, I bashed him here on the state desk. But I think he's getting it right. But then we're not there yet. So I'm happy they're saying in the direction powered by lithium battery. So let's go on that. So which means, it's thinking right.
Exactly.
Because battery driven most of these keke and bikes and camera and all that. I've seen it. And they're doing well. You don't need to get to a station to, to charge it. You charge your whatever.
Exactly.
So I like forward-thinking, right-thinking leaders. That is what Nigeria needs.
That's what it needs.
Irrespective of the state, the performance is
that's what
just do your
thinking out of the box.
That is why you are elected. Do things that people is okay. It's something different.
It's not just take cap in hand to Abuja.
Let's leaders who are thinking ahead of their generation.
Yeah, because we travel all the time. These are the kind of things we see.
I mean,
so why can't we bring it here?
It's the truth. I mean, if you don't think, you will stink. But talking about what the governors, the governors has now empowered residents for cleaner and cheaper transportation. But what impact could this transport initiative, have on residents of Nasarawa State?
Well, actually, they will spend less on. They will depend less on the conventional way of getting fuel. They will depend less on that, and they will be reoriented, thinking that a new thing has happened. Okay, let me give you an example. When you look at the southern part of Nigeria, I think it is an unpardonable sin for the coastal areas of the country to depend on the northern part of that is accepted as arid. For food. It is an abnormality for any state in the southern part of Nigeria to be expecting tomato from the north. It is wrong when we have everything that we have. So as these people are doing that with their lithium battery that is obtainable locally, converting it to many other needs, let the southern part too look at what they can do, what they can get locally from here. Look, I don't know whether you have been to a fish farm. We can replicate that in most part of the southern part of Nigeria. There's no need for a Kweku getting frozen foods from many parts of the world. We have enough water here that we can do to get enough fish instead of importing fish from anywhere that would drain our foreign. You know how much we spend on importing fish everywhere. So let us now extend this thing to other areas of national life. Niger Delta. Let us extend it to other areas of national life so that as we are reducing our dependency on fuel and some other things from other Western nations, we are also reducing our ability to feed ourselves and looking forward by feeding, because a nation, a person, there's a saying that when the issue of food has been removed from your problem, you are not a poor person. So we can eradicate poverty in Nigeria. We can move Nigeria forward by feeding ourselves.
Absolutely. But
using that example.
But with this inauguration, do you think it signals that the federal government has a clear national EV policy or a roadmap?
Yeah, they have it, of course. The president has said it many times. It's for the state governors to key into it. It's for the state governors to key into it, I'm happy Nasarawa state government keyed into it.
Leading by example, other states should do
likewise.
In what area they have comparative advantage?
Yeah, exactly. In areas we can do well, you don't go.
I mean, states collaborate with other states
so that so that's why they are going in that direction.
Exactly.
If you have things that you can use to pose.
True.
Why not go in that direction?
Absolutely.
And say, okay, I'm going to focus on this. God has given us this. Let's use it to better the lives of our people.
Absolutely.
We can do better.
Absolutely. Beautiful one, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation.